Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
Having an intelligence officer at the scene allows us to gather critical information.
A simple post on social media or friending your neighbor on Facebook could be critical information for area police departments. Thank you for joining us tonight. In the middle of Wednesday's document dump from the North Dakota BCI, a report from a Fargo police officer outlines their duties the night Officer Jason Mosier was killed. It shows police desperately searching social media for information on the shooter, Marcus Schumacher. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric finds out how valuable a Facebook search can be as tragedy unfolds.
I immediately began searching Facebook for a possible Facebook profile of Schumacher. I immediately found a profile page belonging to Marcus Schumacher. He, quote, made a Facebook post during the standoff with officers. This report details how Officer Kingsit reached out to Facebook users who responded to Schumacher's post, desperately trying to see inside Schumacher's mind.
So, whether that's looking into social media sites, our criminal record system here.
Deputy Chief Joe Anderson says they wanted to know as much information about Schumacher as possible. What he was doing, what he was thinking that night. Had there been a post saying he was going to come out and start shooting?
That's an example of, of using social media to our advantage to try to figure out what's going on in the criminal mindset and try to make decisions.
In this case, officers were trying to find out what type of weapons were being fired and how many there were. With virtually anyone in the world able to see what's being posted.
Opponents out there that say that we're Big Brother and snooping on the citizens.
But all it takes is one threat tweeted or posted, and you could find yourself facing criminal charges. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
We've posted the full report on our website detailing how officers searched social media that night. To read it, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A Virginia police officer is fighting for his life after a gunman opened fire at the Greyhound bus station in Richmond. Police say Virginia State police officers were performing a training exercise when the shooter approached and shots rang out. One state trooper was shot and is in critical condition. Police say the suspect was shot and killed. They say 2 civilians were also shot but suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
We have 1 trooper being treated for life-threatening injuries. We have 2 civilians who are being treated for non-life-threatening injuries, and the shooting suspect is deceased.
So far, police did not have a motive behind the shooting. The suspect has not been identified. Greyhound officials say the bus station will remain closed until further notice, and they are working to reroute customers where possible. Another quiet but pretty nice day out there. Let's go over to Justin for a look at the forecast. Justin?
And thank you, Christine. Good evening, everybody. So we saw mainly cloudy skies out there for the day today. A few areas got some peaks of sun. That warmed it up where they did see the sun, but right now we're tracking some rain showers across the area, mainly from the south and off to the east of the Fargo area. We're also seeing another batch just to the north of Jamestown to the south of Devil's Lake. We're looking at areas into Minnesota, especially from Thief River Falls to Faustin to Ada. Just seeing some scattered rain showers out there. Detroit Lakes down into portions of southeastern North Dakota are also seeing those rain showers. So you could run into a rain shower anytime tonight. Temperature's not bad, 53 right now in Fargo. We did warm up here because of the sun that we saw, especially earlier on into the afternoon. 47 at Jamestown, Devil's Lake. But looking off to the east, or looking off well to the west and to the south, we are seeing cooler air start to filter in. That is going to be the story. We have a brisk, breezy northerly wind that we're going to keep as we go through this evening. The rain showers should dissipate, and then we're going to see a clearing trend as we go through the overnight period. And we are looking at cooler conditions as we go through the next couple of days. And as we go through next week, another couple of chances of some rain showers. I'll tell you about that coming up.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. Despite recent rain, conditions around much of the Red River Valley are dry. The Grand Forks County Sheriff says rural fire departments have responded to a few calls where the dry conditions have caused fires to get out of control in a hurry. So the sheriff is proposing a burn ban, and it hopes to go into effect next week. It is a Class B misdemeanor if someone violates a burning ban. If charged, you could receive up to 30 days in jail and a $1,500 fine per incident. You could also be charged for the cost to put it out. Chief O'Neill with the city of Grand Forks will make the determination on whether the city will be included in the burn ban or not. People enrolled in Obamacare need more medical care than those in employer plans. This according to a new Blue Cross Blue Shield Association report. It raises concerns about insurers leaving the health market and rate increases. The study is a first of its kind. It looked into millions of enrollees across the country that have a higher cost of illness, like those who suffer from diabetes, HIV, and heart disease. Insurance companies say they have had big losses and question if they can afford to continue in the market. Some companies are ramping up preventative care and chronic disease management programs to help with the losses. The Obama administration says it expected members to be sicker because they were previously denied policies. University of Minnesota Crookston students have thrown in their hat in the ring to help solve a major worldwide health problem. Every year in the United States, tens of thousands of people die from infections because many antibiotics are no longer effective. UMC students are participating in a crowdsourcing research project to find new antibiotics that exist naturally in nature.
A centralized location in Yale is organizing this crowdsourcing where any bacteria that we find that has antibiotic potential is logged into their system.
The overall project includes students from 32 U.S. states and 9 other countries. As the oil industry continues to slow down, so does business for railway companies, resulting in layoffs. And some North Dakotans will be impacted. BNSF's chairman, Matthew Rose, announced yesterday that 4,600 railroad employees will be furloughed nationwide. He says this is due to declining oil prices and a reduced demand for coal. The furloughs amount to about 10% of the railroad's workforce. Another spokesperson for BNSF says they are unsure how many North Dakotans will be impacted. Fargo police are about to start a major campaign against texting and driving. It starts tomorrow and it runs through the end of September. It's part of a statewide effort to reduce distracted driving. Research shows drivers are more likely to stop these habits when extra enforcement is around. That's because of the fear of getting a ticket or fine, rather than fear of being injured or killed in a crash. Fargo police say they will be also searching for other traffic violations, including speeding. Classic, rare, and unique cars will all be under one roof this weekend. The once-in-a-year event, Topper's Car Show, is back. Saturday and Sunday will be the 58th annual year. There will be more than 100 cars and motorcycles for people to see, and some of the cars will spotlight the craftsmanship of being built from scratch.
It's like looking at people's way of thinking on cars, you know, how to fabricate something and put it into a piece of art when it's all done. I mean, it's something to say for it.
Tickets are $15 at the door, and all proceeds are donated to charities. A major gift today for the Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Thrivent Mutual Funds is honoring the ranch with a $300,000 grant. The Boys and Girls Ranch helps children who are struggling with trauma, abuse, and neglect issues. And the organization is using the occasion to show off their new campus in far South Fargo. The $300,000 they raised today will go toward a nutrition center. It will allow all the young people there for the first time to have dinner together. And the ranch's president, Joy Ryan, says that this will give them more sense of community. But there's much more to this center than that.
It's going to be a full-size commercial kitchen with lots of counter space. We can actually start to teach our kids some independent living skills related to the culinary arts and related to nutrition and all of those pieces. So it helps on the heart side and on the skill side too.
The plans are to have it open and ready to use by September. And of course, remember